Here's how Harvard scientists are changing our understanding of smell. First, we should talk a bit about the anatomy of smell. Now, humans detect scent through specialized sensory cells called olfactory neurons, and they run from the tissues in our noses to a structure called the olfactory bulb, which in turn relays information to the brain. Now, not so fun fact, if you hit your head hard enough, you can actually fracture the cribriform plate, which results in a loss of the sense of smell. Now, this would be a huge bummer because our sense of smell also affects our taste, and this is because we actually have a secondary passage used for smell at the back of our throats, and this also leads back into the nasal cavity. Now, this oral smelling actually allows us to interpret food aromas and is why it's so hard to taste food when we're congested. But how does all this nasal science and how does all this smell fit into Harvard scientists? Well, the fact that we can all universally describe smells in similar ways after chemicals are picked up by olfactory neurons means that specific chemicals can elicit an equally unique neurological response in our brains. Researchers use this knowledge to develop a process that incorporates machine learning to assess thousands of chemical structures known to have odors. They then created clusters of similar odors and studied the neurological effects that this had on the brains of mice. This was done through multiphoton microscopy. Now, this research actually revealed that smells with similar chemical profiles can elicit similar neurological patterns in the brain. And this relationship was so strong that scientists could even predict an odor just by looking at the neurological response in a mouse's brain. Smells that were presented together could even evoke neurological adaptations, showing how the brain can actually change itself in order to interpret new scent information. Now, this is interesting because it outlines how people have a genetic predisposition that determines our neurological reaction to smell, but also that our brain can change in order to perceive smells in a new way. Now, one thing that's actually still a mystery is how the brain turns chemical information into the actual perception of smell. This research does, however, provide a valuable framework for furthering our understanding of this evolving topic. For those interested, I've shared the source for this content in the video description. Anyway, thanks for tuning in to Bathroom Anatomy.